WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Not so sure about how rare and exotic this one is. Heaven Hill! 7-year-old bottled and bond. Ooh. Whiskybase number 137450. Now this is the bottle that created a lot of bad feelings towards Heaven Hill at the beginning, and I'm going to tell you why I might even have more bad feelings towards this bottle in a moment. So in Kentucky, there used to be a bottle that looked somewhat like this. Not exactly, but somewhat. This is the European version. This is the 40% Heaven Hill version that was over here. The old style bourbon, Kentucky Straight whiskey. This is a 1 liter bottle, if I remember correctly. And, yep. And I paid basically 40 euros for this. Now, the bottled and bond 6-year-old that used to be available in Kentucky would go for under $20, yeah? Some people actually were talking about prices for between $12 and $16, which is hard for me to believe. But hey, I'm sure that 6-year-old bottled and bond from Heaven Hill was fantastic back then. As soon as it was going to go away, people bought cases and maybe even truckloads of it and so on. And then Heaven Hill put this thing out for $40. It's a 7-year-old, 1-year-old older, and so on. It's got some nice little fancy design work here. We have the original distillery there. We have also the DSPN numbers down here, one from Bernheim, as well as bottled in Bardstown. We have the old statement, 7-year-old. We have the statement on the back and so on. We have the gold little emblem and so on. There's a lot of little things going on here. But the real question of the day is what did I have to pay to get this? I did not buy it on the secondary market. I bought it from a German wholesaler here in Germany, and there was a recommended retail price of, guess what it is? You're wrong. You're still not there. Higher. 129 euros for this bottle in Germany. Retail price. Unbelievable. I do not know how many people held out their hands and said, give me a cut of that pie. I want to have some of that as well. I have no idea what went wrong with getting this bottle to Germany. It's just unbelievable, 129 euros. All right. So, but I do have something else here as well. I also have here the George Dickel. This is going to be my next bottle that I'm going to share. This is the 11-year-old. I had to pay 109 euros for this one. Also retail price, not secondary market, retail price. I really do not understand what happened here at all. All right, so I'm going to review it twice for the value for money. Once for the $40 in the States, would I be willing to pay it? And once, of course, not for the buy it again for 129. Then why did I buy it? Why was I so stupid to put that much money on the table? Well, what I do over here in Germany is I actually buy a bottle. I do a video, so it means I get to call 5cl of this bottle of my own, and the rest I actually do as sample shares, bottle shares. So people pay, and I send them via the mail, 5cl and or also 10cl sizes. And so they get to try this as well. So in the best case, if this is actually a 750 milliliter bottle, which I think it is, yes, it is. So I could actually have 14 people getting 5cl each and me still getting my share, and everyone's happy. So 15 people from one bottle get to try this juice, and that's good. At least that's what's happening over here in Germany with me. And that's why I bought it, because there's no other way for me to go to the States at the moment, buy the bottle, bring it back, and so on. There are not any mules due to COVID and so on. For the last 2 years, it's been difficult getting bottles over here, especially the exotic and rare bottles for us, which have not hit the market. All right, so what am I going to compare it to? Well, I have a tiny little story to tell here as well. So, you know Riff? N10bourbons.com, they're in the UK, and we partnered up here in Germany, and we are now importing here Riff. So this is also a bottled and bond product. This is for me, it's a fall 2017 to fall 2021. And this costs 48 euros over here. So the problem we have in Europe is still this bottle was not until the 1st of January the tariffs have been suspended. They're not gone yet. They're suspended. They are still, Europe and EU, the European Union and the United States are going to still negotiate the aluminum and steel problems, but at the moment they suspended all the tariffs here on the bourbon, yay, and motorcycles and other things as well. So this is 50%. This is bottle and bond. It's minimum 4 years old. One distillery season. Distillery season goes from January to June, which is called the spring season at New Riff, and from July to December, which is called the fall season. So they do guarantee that it is the minimum of 4 months. So they cannot take a barrel that was maybe distilled in May and then fill it up in April 4 years later, or 3 years and 11 months. So that's something my German friends ask me. How do they guarantee that it's not 3 years and 10 months and 11? Because they keep the records. Well, why don't they put the records on the bottle? Because on the bottle, it's only the legal requirement to say the distilling season. But I want to know. I said, but it's not a single barrel. If you want to know, buy a single barrel from New Riff that has all that information on there. Well, I guess I have to. Yes, you do. But sometimes the bottle and bond is actually better tasting than some of the single barrels out there from New Riff, personal opinion, and also much cheaper. All right, so very good. So from the color here standpoint, so we do have a tiny, tiny little bit of a more darkness here at the 7-year-old bottle and bond here, Heaven Hill. So, oh, I like. This is a more mature bourbon. There's a more complex, deepness to this. I get the tobacco and I get the leather and I get a little bit of a cherry moment and I get a little bit here of the cloves and the allspice in there. This is very good stuff. I like. So over here, I like as well, but it's much sweeter. There's a much more prominent brown sugar note on here. Now, if I'm going to dissect a whiskey and just sniff and drink a little bit in one evening, this would be what I would go for. Now, if I'm just looking to drink something, enjoy without dissecting and thinking and analyzing, this is what I would go for. I enjoy, I adore, I love New Riff. New Riff is one of the best products out there. We have also other products we bought over here to Germany so far, Sagamore, Wilderness Trail, New Riff, and we'll be bringing other products as well, hopefully real soon in 2022. And it's exciting to show people in Germany and later on, hopefully all of Europe, that America can make great bourbons. Because what happens over here in Europe is I say, here, when I try bourbon, it's like, I had a Jack Daniels when I was 21. Over here I was 18. When I was 18, got drunk on it and never drank a bourbon again. I said, but this is not the same. Yes, it is. It's bourbon. I don't want it. And or it was like, oh, I had Jim Beam White Label one evening, and we drank the bottle, and I couldn't remember my name. I swore never to touch bourbon again. And it's either Jack or Jim. Might be also Johnny Walker sometimes, but somehow they navigate that problem. Says, oh, that was Johnny Walker. I don't touch blended Scotch anymore. I just drink single malt. So, but that was either Johnny, Jack, or Jim. Those are the three enemies over here, at least in Germany, for getting people to drink good stuff. All right. Because of bad experiences in the young years. All right, let's try this. I do like this a lot. Mmm. 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 As I mentioned here, this is a very balanced whiskey. There is the woodiness together with the sweetness. There is the fruitiness together with the, I'm going to use the word astringency. That would also be the bitterness here of the wood. There's that cherry moment, wonderfully well done. There's a dryness with the sweetness, the woodiness with the fruitiness. That's what I wanted to say. Yay! Very, very balanced, overall made product. I like this a lot. Now, if I could get this over here in Germany for $40. So you add the tariffs at the moment, which will be gone in January 1st, but still the product was here beforehand. 25% of $40 is 50. So you add then a little bit of excise tax on here for Germany, which is much higher than in the States, another €5. So then you add transfer the dollars into euros, and you're looking at something that should cost €55. All right, that's still with a profit margin. All right. So for the online dealers and the whiskey shops and so on, this should be a 55, €59 bottle. But instead, it's 129. So I really, really have racked my brain to try to figure out who cashed in on this. Was it the importer in Hamburg, which is responsible for many of the Heaven Hill products? I don't think so. Was it my wholesaler in Germany? Don't think so. Was it maybe a rogue shipper that got a pallet of this and somehow managed to get into Germany or into Europe and then offered it to my wholesaler? Maybe. Maybe it was a combination of all these people doing all these things, getting this over here and adding 30% each and every time. So you have one middleman that adds 30%, the next middleman that adds 30% on the 30%, and another one maybe, and you get double the price what it should be. And that is a shame. I really do hope that Heaven Hill hears this. Hey, we would love to have more of this product over here in Europe. Tariffs are gone. Send over a container. We will buy it, but we will not buy it for €129. We will buy it, though, for 60, 65. Don't make me go any higher. Please don't. But that would be what we want to pay. We would be willing to pay for this because it's great juice. Good stuff, Heaven Hill. Thank you very much for bringing out this product, and not just a Kentucky only, but actually something that's available most of the states in the U.S. and hopefully soon the world. So I'm giving this a solid B. As a price of $40, it's going to be a B. This is something I would really recommend. All right, B minus, but still, why haven't you bought it? Yeah. So good stuff. €129. Don't buy it. Do not feed the beast. Do not buy that for €129. I bought it, as I said, because of the bottle share. Over here, we're at €58 at the moment with this, including the bourbon, the tariffs. They will be gone soon, but the price will drop just a little bit because, of course, the transport prices have quadrupled and more over the last year, which is scary. But we're trying to rationalize our shipping costs at the moment, so maybe that might help a little bit. Mm. 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 I like this a lot. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. I don't know if anyone can actually live with my analogy here. This is like a barrel-aged root beer. It's sweet and delicious. This is like a barrel-aged red wine. It's lightly dry, but very well balanced and fruity. They are not wine and they are not root beer, but I hope you kind of understand which different directions they go, and it depends on this mood I'm in. Sometimes I would love a oak barrel-aged red wine product. Here, Heaven Hill 7-year-old, and often without thinking, without dissecting, without analyzing, I want to have my root beer, and that is just the beautiful sweetness and the woody and the spice and everything that's going on here. Yummy. Very, very well done. All right, so first question of the day is, what is your favorite bottled and bond product? So is it going to be maybe, I don't know, what is your favorite bottled and bond product? I'm just going to throw out not my favorite, but the most unique, mellow corn. Now I started a discussion, didn't I? All the best. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, tell others. Share this video if you'd like. And maybe someone can tell me why this bottle costs $129 over here in Europe and who cashed in on it. See you soon. Bye-bye.